Hey guys, this is Sydney here from America's Heroes Comics and Games, coming to you with previews of books coming out May 25th of 2016. There's a lot of books coming out this week. There's not a lot that I'm going to show you this time, but there's a lot of new books coming out this week. So I'm going to jump in and get started because there's a few these are like big books I'm going to show you. First up, Captain America Steve Rogers, #1. This falls out from the pages of Standoff on Pleasant Hill. Captain America's back to being young, new mission, some of the fallout from Pleasant Hill, and some of the villains that he's going to be going after, especially Zemo and Hydra. So if you like this, if you were happy to see Steve Rogers back, new shield, new attitude, new costume, this one's definitely worth picking up. The biggest book this week is DC Universe Rebirth #1. This is an 80-page book for $2.99. Like I said, this is the book. This is going to bring back the legacy and hope and love to the DC universe. Jeff Johns is writing it. This one there's a lot going on with this one. There's been some previews and some leaks. There's a lot going on. So even if you're not a DC fan, or if you've stopped reading DC books in a while, this is definitely something you should pick up because it'll get you definitely involved in the DC universe. And right behind that is Justice League of America #50. This is the end of the Darkseid War. This is another huge book and a lot of things going on. If you're reading, you should read this one before you read DC Universe Rebirth, because there are elements in this that go into that, but not so much if you haven't read this whole series before. It's not going to do this, but if you've been reading this, definitely worth reading. This ends crazy and everything else. So another big book this week. Nighthawk #1. Nighthawk comes out of the Squadron Supreme books. If you've been reading, originally he showed up in Supreme Power. He's going to be in Chicago as the city's new protector. He's going to be chasing a serial killer where he's questioning, because the serial killer's taking out bad guys, so he's going to be questioning, should he be stopping this villain or not. Nighthawk's been a very interesting character. If you've ever followed Squadron Supreme or Supreme Power, he's a very dark, brutal, Batman and Moon Knight mixed together. This is what this character is. I'm be interested to see what they're going to do with this character. And last up is Scooby Apocalypse. You've been hearing about this book. This is definitely a different take on it. The apocalypse happened, and all the creatures of the night that the Scooby-Doo gang usually faces in the old cartoons, where they're always figuring out that people are not werewolves and monsters and ghosts. They're actually fighting those things, and they're all real. So that's what the apocalypse is. So if you're a fan of Scooby-Doo, you might be definitely interested in checking this out. This will be a lot of fun for you. It's a different take. It's a very different take on how Scooby is. So definitely worth checking out. That's it for the previews of the books, but it's a lot of books out this week. There's Deadpool, there's the final issue of Superman for the current run of series, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, there's Drax, there's Monstrous, there's a bunch of stuff. Also, we're getting some merchandise in, which is, Bombshell's Cheetah. We got our Voltron Pops back in stock. Red Hood action figures, along with t-shirts. And for all you people with children, little babies, we got some new superhero bibs. Or even if people you're messy, you want a bib, not a bad thing. And just a reminder to everyone, with DC Rebirth coming out, we are doing a midnight release tonight, which is when Tuesday turns into Wednesday, of course. With 12:01, we'll be open from 12:01 to 2. And DC and Marvel have given us permission to sell all the books that they've got coming out this week. So get them in here at midnight. Get in and get your books early. It's just the DC and Marvel books. So that's it for this week. As always, the full list is on americasheroescomicsclean.com, and hope to see you tonight at midnight. If not, we'll see you on the next day. Later.